Welcome and thank you for tuning in, coming to Evie's World. Today I have chosen to revamp my old heels that I've currently had for a few years now. And I noticed like on my old shoe, it had like some pilling, so I've already worked on that particular shoe. And this is the outcome of that, me placing the stones all over the back of the heel. So I was like, you know what, let me turn the camera on and I'm gonna record the second pair being done. So I made sure that I went ahead and dust off the heel so there's no lint or anything, so the adhesive will stick. And I just had some rhinestones that I just kind of dumped on the plate. I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the items that I did use for this project. They could be purchased right on Amazon because that's where I did get a lot of my items from, or you can go into Walmart or any meal type store. So I use E6000, very good product. And then I also picked up a wax stick, and I bought a pack of rhinestones. And I think it had like 3,000 or so stones that came in that pack. And as you can see on the plate, I have like a little hairpin, and I just kind of use that to keep the glue from getting clogged inside the tube. So on this part, I am now applying the E6000, and I'm making sure that I'm doing kind of like a thin layer but in small sections, because when I was working on the other shoe, I did notice when I was doing too large of a section, putting the E6000 down, it was drying too fast. So I would recommend do smaller sections. So now I'm just go ahead and placing my stones in the areas that I want covered. And I tried to fill in the corners like really good, so it won't be like any spacings or anything like that. But as I go on, you'll kind of begin to see how I place the stones. Kind of zoomed in a little closer so you can see that process being done. And that's why I would recommend a wax stick, because it has that pointer tip on the end, so you don't have to get all that glue all over your fingers. It can be kind of messy, and possibly have like a damp cloth on the side of you while working with E6000. So now you can see I kind of got my routine of how I wanted the rhinestones placed throughout the shoe. I didn't want to, have y'all just sitting there too long watching that part. And as always, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down at the bottom. I would say this project on the first shoe, it took me probably like an hour or two, because with all this going on, it was kind of nothing else to do. So I was like, what, I'm going ahead and finish this shoe. So I spreaded it out, because I did one shoe one day and then the other shoe the next day, so I can have something to do. But it really doesn't take that long, just your personal preference. And one thing that I can say that I like about E6000, it does dry clear. So if you do so happen to put, you know, too much in an area, it is going to dry clear, so it's not going to be noticeable. But I would say give it at least a full 24 hours to dry before wearing them, just to make sure that your stones is completely sealed to the item that you're going to be, you know, using to wear. Just kind of going in and filling in any open spaces that possibly I missed, so it won't be like any holes there. So that's all at the top. Now I just kind of put a straight line going right down the middle, and I hurried up and filled it in so the glue wouldn't begin to dry on me. Just getting it on my hands a little bit. So that's what it looked like once I went ahead and took the strip. Like I said, if I didn't have peeling on my shoes, I probably would have left it like that, like let it, you know, have like a design. But my other heel, it was like the material was peeling on my heel, and I'm like, I can't be walking around like that. So I went ahead and covered those up. In a minute, I'm going to insert some photos so you can see the finished product. So that's the other side, and this is a couple photos. Like I say, the finished look, easy peasy. That's the back side of it. And as always, I thank you for tuning in, coming to Every Swirl. Please like this video, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.